Hello friends, welcome to Código AMAD. Today we are going to continue with the help pages. Let's continue with the HE pages. I remind you of the importance of this little piece of paper, and I also recommend that you see the specific scroll folio that appears in previous videos and that was explained in depth in the first video I made about help pages. Before we start with today's video, I remind you of what I told you in previous videos about intermediate codes that can appear halfway between HE and MS. That is to say, in the section on rental cars, that I will explain today, you can see how when you enter the specific help page for HE type cars, you don't directly access the MS subcodes, but first you see GP subcodes. First GP subcodes and after MS codes. I take this opportunity to tell you that this circumstance of the GP codes can happen in several HE pages that I have explained before, that I am explaining in this video and that I will explain in later videos on the subject of help pages. Therefore, the general rule to keep in mind when enter in help pages is that there is a wide variety of subcodes that are connected together. Let's start with the video I have prepared. Let's go. On the first folio, this one, we have the FX codes. On the second folio, this one, we have the TT and FQ codes. On the third folio, this one, we have the codes on Qs. On the fourth page, this one, we have the codes about cars and hotels. On the first and second pages, all the codes, all on the left-hand side, are preceded by HE, like in these two pages, HE, the same here. Before every single code on the left-hand side, you should have HE, okay? HE. Let's start with the first page. Let's go. HE FXP. I am going to speak from the first code to the last code, from the top to the bottom. When I finish here, I will continue here and I will follow the same way, from the top to the bottom. HE FXP has information about PMRs, quotes, creating TSTs. HEFXX, the second one, has information on how to quote PNRs without creating TSTs. HEFXB has information on how to quote the cheapest price by creating TST. HEFXA has information on how to quote the cheapest price without creating TST. HEFXR. This one, I continue like this, please follow the list. Has information on how to upgrade without creating TST. HEFXL has information on how to quote the cheapest price even if it's not available. HEFXJ has information on how to choose rates from a listing without booking them. HEFXT has information on how to choose rates from a listing by creating TST. HEFXU has information on how to choose the cheapest rate in a listing by creating TST. HEFXZ has information on how to choose the cheapest rate in a listing without creating TST. HEFXK has information on how to book a fare in a list of offers. HEFXC has information on how to trade with value pricer. HEFXS has information on how to choose rates in a listing with value pricer. HEFXD has information on creating deals with master pricer expert. HETTP has information on e-ticketing. HETTE has information about cancelling TSTs. HETTC has information about manually creating TSTs. HETTA has information on how to add passengers on TSTs. HETTS has information on how to separate passengers on TSTs. HETTI has information on how to add additional data to TSTs. HETTU has information on how to update itineraries in TSTs. HETTF has information on how to update additional data in TSTs and also its cancellations. HEFQC has information on currency conversions. HEFQA has information on ROE, rate of exchange quotes. HEFQM has information on mileage and kilometers calculations. HEFQZ has information on airport taxis. HEFQX has information on excess baggage charges. HEFQP has information on fare calculations without PNR. HEFQQ has information about ticket fare images. HEFQU has information on total fare price calculations. HEFQF has information on general fare conditions. HEFQD has information about fees. HEFQS has information about the classes in the bookings. HEFQR has information about fare route data. HEFQK has information about fare rates. HEFQN has information about notes in the rates. Let's continue here. I am going to start with queues here, and I will do the same from the top to the bottom. Please follow the list. HE the first one, has all the information about queues. HE Planner has information about the time limit for the queue counter and overdue PNRs. HEQT has information about the queue menu and the queue counter. HEQC has information about the queue categories. HEQA has information about adding special queues. HEQK has information about clearing queues. HEQL has information about customizing queues. HEQS has information about entering queues. HEQD has information about delaying queue processing. HEQI has information about ignoring and exiting queues. HEQN has information about moving to the next queues. HEQF has information about ending and exiting queues. HEQE has information about sending queues. HEQP has information about printing queues. I remind you, before going for cars and hotels, I remind you that in cars, HEDNC is used to encode or decode car rental companies, and HEDNH is used to encode or decode hotel chains. I have been speaking about this information in the previous video. I also remind you that the rule in the small piece of paper, this rule we have above about going directly from HE to MS codes is not always followed. I already told you before that sometimes after the HE code we go to GP codes, as in the case of cars here. First HE car, second GP code, third MS code. Let's go for the specific codes. So I am going to speak about the first group, cars, from HE car to HECS, and I will pass directly to HE hotel until I finish in HEHF. So I am going to start here, okay? HE car has information on everything that the car theme includes. HE car steps has information on all the steps you need to follow to make car rental reservations. HE car codes has information on all car rental company codes. HECA has information on how car availability works. HECT has information about the conditions that apply when booking rental cars. HECL has information on rental car company listings. HECR has information on everything related to rental car rates. HECS has information on everything related to ways to book a car. HE Hotel has all information that affects the theme of hotel. I am here, okay? All about hotels, HE Hotel. HE Hotel Steps. This one, hotel steps, has information on all the steps you need to follow in order to make hotel reservations. HE Hotel Codes has information on all hotel chain codes. HEHA has information on how availability search works in hotel chains. HEHT has information about the conditions that apply when booking hotels. HEHL has information about the lists of hotel chains and hotels that exist on Amadeus. HEHR has information on everything related to hotel and hotel chain rates. HEHS has information on everything related to ways to book hotels. HEHI has information on hotel and hotel chain inventories. HEHF, the last one, has more additional information about hotels and hotel chains. Before ending this video, I remind you that in the previous videos I have made on the help pages, you have information related to the topics explained today. I will recommend you to have a look in the previous videos, parts 1, 2, and 3 of help pages. Folks, we have come to the end of the video. The following videos will run in the same way that I have made, that is, explaining each of the parts of Amadeus as extensively as possible. Remember to subscribe and like this video if you liked this video. Don't forget to share it with anyone who might be interested. It would be a good gift, both for those who need a booster and for those who didn't get a feel for the program. Above all, it would be a good gift for the latter, who now have a second chance with my videos to take advantage of the time and money allocated in the past, and that they will finally be able to make profitable. Thank you very much, and I will tell you the same thing as always. Love to be loved.